Good morning, Dr. J. Quick, what did I see? Good morning, Dan. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. As we begin today, we want to gap up from yesterday's 529 overnight to 533. What a gap. We'll take our time today. We'll take our time today. Screenshot. Screenshot. Let's make today our best trading day ever. Mo Money Trades is in the building. Thanks for joining us. 50 seconds left. Here we go. Wa alaikum assalam. Good morning, Hamza. Yes, let's do it, Dan. Let's do it. The market is dumping this morning. A gap and crap is what's happening so far. A lot of liquidity in both directions. Would anybody like to start us off this morning and share your thoughts, ideas, plans to get us looking in a certain direction? The floor is open. As you know, I don't trade the first 5 minutes, too volatile. Also, don't trade the first 15 minutes, but this is what I personally don't do. I like to give the chart some time to form where I can figure out the algos. But based on last night and this morning action, just curious if anybody has any plans. It's definitely going to be a great day today because the market is moving. And as long as the market is moving, we should be able to find profits in the charts. Look forward to setting up that Discord soon. That way we'll be able to interact just a little bit more. And on a day like today, I can have a co-host. On a real good solid trade today. What a move out the gate. Man, what a move out the gate. And anybody take a put out the gate, you would be done right about now. Your morning would be over. We got reports coming out at 9:45. Very good volume this morning. Yeah, I bet. That was a very solid move right out of the gate. Where I have this alarm set at the 5:31.5, that will be the close of the gap this morning. That's why I have an alarm set there. I'm interested in what happens once the gap closes. There is a lot of liquidity that the bulls can use later. There's also a lot of liquidity by the stock being up this high. Thank everybody for tuning in this morning. The regulars, the new guys, those who are just dropping by, those who are just checking us out, see what we got going on. Thank you. For those of you who are new, I want to explain how we trade on this channel with this group and this team. We come to the market with no bias. We're not bulls, we're not bears. We're hunters and gatherers. We come seeking information, wanting to know who is in control ultimately for the week, who is in control for the day, and then we look at lower time frames. Once we identify who is in control, we then look for two areas. An area that they might want to take profit and an area where they might want to cover and stop out. And it is when greed turns to fear that we capitalize. For when a bull is in trouble and has to cover, he sells. His selling brings the market price down. We join that bull in his covering, but we do it as bears. And when a bear is in trouble, when a bear has to cover, they have to buy. Buying causes the market price to rise. We join bears when they cover, but we do it as bulls. So we pretty much look and wait and identify the areas where someone will be in trouble at. And where they're in trouble is where we want to be. Whenever you have a bunch of stops going off, whenever you have an area where profit could be taken, that is where we want to be. And if there's no one in trouble, that's when we have to be patient. Because that means if no one else is in trouble, you are in trouble. And we try to avoid that. And right about now, we're going to have the alarm go off, apparently, with the close of the gap. Oh, that's not even the close of the gap. I'm tripping. The close of the gap is at 529. The close of the gap is at 529.8. But this is still a fill. If you look here in the daily chart, I still wanted to identify this area and see what happens in this area. Wondering if it's going to act as an area of support. A lot of liquidity. Look at that 30-minute candle. Looks wonderful. A lot of range already this morning. Thank you, Dr. J. I will hit the like button myself. Awesome. 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 Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Mm-hmm. Should have went heavy contracts, put only, bought for. Well, congratulations. I don't want to mispronounce your first name, so I'm just call you Mr. Lawson. But at least you had a good eye there, Mr. Lawson, to see the opportunity. And you didn't hesitate. You pulled the trigger. The opportunity was absolutely there. It's not always there, not always clear, but there was an opportunity. So glad you were able to take advantage of that. And even 4 contracts on that kind of move, that's enough for a very good lunch and dinner tonight, Mr. Lawson. So congratulations to you, and thank you for joining us too. This is what I was looking at right here. What are we going to do in this area? Ooh, I see. But I'm not going to chase. Oh no, I'm not going to chase it. I know how the Bulls do. See what would have happened if you would have chased it. The first 15 minutes can trick you. But it's right here where I drew this line that I am interested potentially in a call. Yes, I do. To the best of my ability, yes, I do. We're actually thinking about expanding the hours because I've been noticing here lately, there have been a lot of plays after 1 o'clock. You know, we typically trade from 9:25 to 11, more so leaning on the 10 o'clock hour to the 11 o'clock hour. But there has been a lot, and I mean a lot, of very nice move that has been happening after 1 o'clock. So that is definitely going to cause me to reevaluate us going live. But thank you for tuning in. The floor is open. Every comment is read. It's my voice that is heard, but we are a team here and trade as one. And welcome any thoughts, ideas, trading processes that you might see. The competition here is against poverty, not each other. We don't compete with each other. Competition is against poverty. There's plenty money in the market for every last one of us. That is of a surety. First 15 minutes are out of the way. Very strong move by the Bears right out of the gate. The daily chart we have in the top right hand corner is the daily chart. Underneath that is the execution box. The top middle is the 5-minute chart, and that's what we primarily trade off of. We look for additional confirmation on the 30-minute, which we have right here in the middle. My goodness. My goodness. We have the handy dandy line chart on the top left. Then we have the 2-minute chart, Heikin Ashi in the bottom left. And sometimes we switch that to the 15-minute chart. Man. Okay. What a candle. Just had that 9:45 report come out. We're getting close to changing and flipping on the week. What a candle. This 30-minute candle is, my goodness. All we have to do is just be patient. My goodness. My goodness. You just have to be just a little more patient. Dr. J, what do you think? Now we have officially closed the gap. We have officially closed the gap. Let me show you what the weekly candle is looking like, because right now I'm very interested in what's going on with the weekly candle. Very close to flipping on the weekly candle. Dr. J said, man, interesting, 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 interesting. There is a lot more room to come down if she flips on this weekly candle. That's what I'm saying. The same thing. Dead goodness. Look at this move. My goodness. $4. We just watched it move. Dr. J said, what am I thinking? I'm thinking that if it breaks this weekly support and changes colors on the weekly candle, I believe I'm going to join them in a put. But I believe I'm really trying to be patient for that 10 o'clock candle. Very anxious to see what the 10 o'clock candle looks like. If we will find support here in this area. As you look, you see a very large tail on the weekly. This is indicating that the bulls rejected lower prices and they bought up these lower prices. So there are a lot of bulls who, if this stock does flip red, these bulls will have to start covering. The bulls will have to start covering. And as we stated, if the bulls have to start covering, we want to join them in their covering as a bear. 4 minutes left on, a little less than 4 minutes left on this clock. We will have a new 30-minute candle. So far, we have a beautiful downtrend. but a lot of liquidity that can be grabbed. The question is, will the bulls come back in at this area, defend it, or will they give up the weak? This is getting good, and I'm glad you guys are here with me. We have officially closed the gap from yesterday's close. We're right back in the range of yesterday's price. And if you look here on the 30-minute, yesterday we did get below this, and this candle did go red for the week. But then all of a sudden, from 2:30 to closing, the bulls came right back in and brought the weekly candle back to green. And then we had a beautiful gap up from this 529 all the way up to the 533, and then a complete gap and crap right out of the gate this morning. So this is from the 30-minute perspective. Very anxious to see what the next 30-minute candle will look like. Very interested in wondering if the bulls will defend this area. If the bulls do not defend this area, then I am looking to take a put. If the bulls do defend this area, I'm looking to take a call, as there is a lot of liquidity that can be made and grabbed just simply going from support back to VWAP. Today is going to be a great day. Thank you guys for tuning in. Time and patience is all that's required right now. A little less than 30 seconds left. Don't forget, we have a report coming out at 10 o'clock, a new 30-minute candle. Weekly support is at this area that I identified with this white line. Beneath that, the candle flips from green to red on the week. Very strong bearish day, but you can never count the bulls out. And here we go. The 10 o'clock report is coming out. Let's see the response to the report. I just entered a call using this support area as my stop. I want to identify where I got in at. As you know, I put my money where my mouth is. I don't claim anything that I don't do myself. I am in a call. I will defend it very vigorously. Let's blow it up here, make it a little bit clearer. I repeat, there is a lot of liquidity to be grabbed that is making this call work. However, in my opinion, we cannot marry this position. This is a very heavy bearish day, and this could be a trap by the bears to allow the bulls to come back in right now so that they can be used as liquidity to flush the market down lower. So in my opinion, you cannot marry this position. Take profits when they present themselves to you. As stated, this could be a trap by the bears to get early bulls in trouble. There was 20 cents available on that move. There was 20 cents available on that move. Took a quick profit. That's what you have to do, Dan. That's exactly what you have to do. There was 20 cents available on that move. I might have to get out and switch sides. As that set up for a very nice bull trap set up by the bears to get the early bulls who stayed in it too long, like myself. I'm going to be a little bit more patient. So glad the teammates were able to take quick profits on that as they presented them to themselves. We'll get a chance to see the reaction to the news. I'm still in this trade. And yes, I am sweating furiously underneath my armpits. But we have a new 30-minute candle that is green. We do seem as though the bulls are trying to defend this area because they know what it means to give up that 529.5. So for now, it appears as though the bulls are defending this area, but don't get it twisted. The bears are trying to set them up. This is indicated by this upper wick. The bears are rejecting higher prices. The 530.5, the bears are rejecting that. That is going to be the first target area for the bulls to get past, the 530.5. The bears also have to be careful because if enough bulls come in, then they will force these 950 bears to start covering. The bears in this 950 candle will start covering, as right now they're losing profits. I would love to see the price get to 530.9. That would definitely give us a shot right up to VWAP with the 950 bears covering. But they are in force right now. Still very early. Still very early. There is a big move that is going to happen. Well, it already happened. a $4 move, but as I said, that was a lot of liquidity that can be used. Whether or not it works, I have no idea, but I wanted to be involved. Not involved heavy, left room for myself to add to the position if it goes my way. Ready to cut it short if it doesn't. Thank everybody for tuning in this morning. Please trade based upon your understanding. I do not give out signals. I just call out what I see, and I put my money where my mouth is as I enter the trade. The majority of the time, I am correct, and there are times when I am wrong. And I embrace those times as they hold valuable lessons in them. The Bulls understand the seriousness of this level, so they are also defending the 529.7 area. The Bulls are not giving up this area. Now, if we get a close beneath this, I am out. Until then, I will remain patient, learning together. Yes, we are. Thank you, Dan. And team, for being here. This is not moving as fast as I would like, but we understand why. There is a tug of war going on, which is identified here in this doji. Equal amount of bears, equal amount of bulls. The question is, who wants it more? Can we start the bears to covering? They've started covering. Can we get the bears to cover more? Getting ready to come up on less than 15 seconds. Another candle. And the 950 bears are covering. I repeat, the 950 bears are starting to cover. The 950 bears right here. These bears are starting to cover. We're joining them in their covering as bulls. Their covering is buying. Their buying causes the market price to go higher. Just a little bit further, guys. Come on to that 531. We know this is another key resistance area here. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. If I can get you that 531, that'd be awesome sauce. Took a little profit there. You know, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle at first as the bears want to defend this area. Naturally, of course, because if this 950 candle does cover completely, that will push us right up to and possibly through VWAP. Haha, let's go to my handy dandy. Well, it's not handy dandy, but the lovely Man, I forgot what it's called. Level 2. All right, here we go. Level 2. Level 2. What we want to see here on the left-hand side is we want to see this go from 530.70 all the way up to 530.1. What is going on? I did something. Pressing too many buttons. Got to be careful. Have to be careful because you can execute an order right here from level 2. You can execute a trade right here directly from level 2. I want to see the bulls, come in and get this to 531. If we get it to 531, this 950 candle will cover, and that'll take us to VWAP if that happens. And it's starting to look like it, but the bears understand the assignment, and they are stacking very strongly at the 85 level, not wanting to give up the 85 level. The bears are defending 530.85, not allowing the price to get over 85. The bulls want to take the price of 531. If it hits 531, all the bears in the 950 candle will cover. Their covering is buying. That'll push the price up to VWAP. Let's wait and see what happens as we are entertained by level 2. The bears are strong. They're not giving up at 530. We know we're dealing with 530, so I just want to talk the sense. Okay? Bears are holding 85 very strongly. Here come the bulls with the push. The bears again trying to hold 85, and they're doing it. I'll point my arrow at it right there. They're at 87. They were holding 85. They're back to holding 85. It's a line in the sand. It's a line in the sand. We need some more bulls to come in right now with a little bit of new money to get us to that 531. But they are holding that 85. Man, I love this game. Ooh. See what's going on level 2. And that's also allowing me to be patient. It's also allowing me to be patient. I'm going to let them fight it out. There's no reason for me to make a move just yet. No reason for me to get out of this trade just yet. Now also on the flip side, I don't want to see the bulls give up 70. Bulls give up 70. I might have to reconsider. So now let's get over here now with the bulls. I don't need you to give up 70. Uh-oh. 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 We're at 95. We're at 95. We're at 95. Back down to 90. Come on, 531. $97, $98. They are knocking on the door. Seems like the bears might be in trouble here. It seems like the bears might be in trouble here. In this area, that is. But here they come back. Wow. What a candle. The bears are back down, defending the 85 very strongly. The bulls are starting to slack a little bit. Don't give up the 70. They've given up the 70 and the 60. Boogity Bob. Giving up too much. Giving up too much. There has to be a line in the sand, bulls. There has to be a line in the sand. Or this could be the liquidity that the bears were looking for to take the market down lower. That was a close one. The bulls could absolutely be getting set up right now by the bears to take the market down even lower. Let's go ahead and make the picture a little clearer. Interesting movement. Oh snap. Okay, it seems as though my internet connection is pausing. Don't do that. Very strong move right now by the bears. Very strong move right now by the bears. And we are still under VWAP. So let's keep that in mind. We are under VWAP. So typically, when the stock price is under VWAP, you have more of a bearish sentiment. I'm not going to play with it. I'm going to go ahead and get out the last right there. Made a nice quick little, made some lunch money. I caught it from here to here. I'm sorry. Show you where. To here. And I took my last one there. That was my trade on that. We'll call that a scalp. And let's get ready for a potential another move. Call that a scalp. Exactamundo. Exactamundo. I'm now going to change sides. Alrighty, I just changed sides. Being completely transparent. Trade based on your understanding, please, not on mine. The reason I took a put here is because with the bulls' inability to break over the 531, and we can see that very clearly here. Let's pull it up. Let's talk about it. The bulls' inability to break over this 531, meaning this 950 bears still have power. So now that means that all of these bulls, okay, that were like me, have to now start covering. Because if we can't go up, then the only thing we can do is go down. So that's why when I got out of my call, I flipped to a put. I saw the bulls were having trouble. I saw the bears were defending the 531. I saw the support here also by the 950 bears. That was enough for me to go ahead and flip sides. I'm now in a put. A very successful put at that. Wondering if we're going to test the weekly 529.50. That's what I'm on here for. I'm on that ride to see if we're going to test the 529. We're red on the day. We're red on the 30-minute. Red on the 5-minute. On the handy dandy line chart, we have the possible break of a V. Coming up on weekly support. It could be broken. Potentially. We'll see. I could have scalped it, but I want to potentially see if there is a bigger move involved. Little less than 30 seconds left on a new five-minute candle coming up. 5 minutes left on the 30-minute candle. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for hitting the like button. And thank you for your patience. And I went ahead and got out right there as we did not get the further continuation that I wanted. I'm going to wait and be patient now, guys. Two things I'm waiting for. I'm waiting to see what happens at the 529.5. See if we break that. And I'm looking at above the 531. Those are my two levels right now. I'm going to go ahead and set alarms at those areas. And then I am going to sit on my hands and be patient. Alarm set at the 531. Alarm set at the 529.5. Okay, there we go. This is our range right now. From the 531 to the 529.7. This is our range right now, currently. That's exactly why I got out of that position, because we did not get the follow through that I would have liked to see in a continuation on this candle. Once we started off red and flipped to green, that was my indicator. And you can slowly see that right now we are in a controlled buying algo. The indecision is real. Yes, it is. The indecision is very real. We just got to wait for a clearer structure here, that's all. Go ahead and eliminate pre-market. This is exactly what we're looking like right now, guys. Now you can clearly see, and I should have done this earlier, so I apologize. Now you can clearly see where that bullish support is coming from. That bullish support is coming from yesterday's, okay, 355 candle. This is where this bullish support is coming from, right here. And normally I eliminate pre-market a lot sooner. So we have the bears here defending the 531 and the bulls here defending the 529. That was my mom calling. Somehow I feel bad about sending my mom to voicemail. I gotta call my mama back. I can't be sending my mama to voicemail. Good morning, Mom. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing all right this morning. Well, they open up. Yeah, about 30 minutes at 7:30 in the morning here, so they don't really open up till about 8. But they brought the bed in last night. We started. They got all the parts here, so they started on last night. So hopefully they'll be putting everything, wrapping it up to this morning. They can hook the computer up to it, to talk to it, to let it know that it has new parts in it and everything. So hopefully I'll be about here before lunch. Yeah, God willing. So I'm definitely keep you posted. I'm just trading right now with a group, but I wanted to answer the phone call and let you know as money was concerned. But hopefully, hopefully by the time lunchtime gets here, hopefully I'll be right up out of here. It really is. Oh my goodness. The weather is kind of funny, Ma. Some days it's really, really nice, and then some days it's a little bit nippy. It's surrounded by mountains, so when the sun goes down, it's very cold, right? And then even when the sun comes up, it has to get up to about maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, high, almost noon to warm up everything. So you start off with a jogging suit in the morning, about 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, you got on shorts. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's supposed to be Saturday. Yeah, it's supposed to be Saturday. Yeah. Me too. Me too. Okay, well, I'll give you a call back this afternoon and let you know what's going on. Okay, Ma. Sorry about that, guys. And we are still in this controlled buying algo. in between the 531 and the 529.5. What a move this was. We have our alerts set. The handy dandy line chart is on point. We have identified this controlled buying algo. Oh man, I'd like to take that trip. It's right to my sister's house. Big size, scalped. Well, while we have some time, does anybody have, what are your plans for the weekend? I mean, the market is doing what it's doing. We've identified the algos. We've identified our two areas that we need to watch and identify. We've set those alarms at those areas. There is nothing we can do right now but be patient. But here is something else, guys. We don't want to be the first ones. We don't want to be the first ones. Somebody's going to get tricked. Somebody's going to get used. Somebody is going to get used. Anybody have any plans for the weekend? Anything exciting? Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking like today is Friday. I'm talking like today is Friday. Today is Thursday. My son is playing a 7-on-7 tournament. Is that basketball? I'm sorry, I'm not 7-on-7. It threw me off. Is that basketball or is that soccer? Dan? Football. Oh, okay, that's awesome. That should be fun. Here in Nevada, they're having a senior citizen softball game. I'm pretty sure there will be a lot of band-aids, Geratols, wheelchairs, and one or two ambulances on the sidelines with senior citizen softball. I can see right now. Talk about stealing the base. They're going to get the runner out by stealing his cane. And this is what I mean right here. Yes, we're breaking out of this controlled buying algo, but I want to know if this is a trap by the Bulls to give the Bears a little bit of room to get them involved, to then come back and squeeze them to bring them right back into the buying algo and break out even further. So I'm not even really excited about this move. I'm excited about the 529.5. This, to me, could be a trap. Now, we've seen it before. We've seen it here. We've seen it here. We've seen it here. So we've seen the stock break outside of the buying algo. The question is it going to close outside of it? That's the question. And what we don't want to be is an early bear that get fooled by this movement and get put in a blender by the bulls. So this is not an area, in my opinion, for a put. Not right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 6 touch on this 529.7 support area. It's touched once, twice, 3 times. That's close. 4. That's close. 5. Well, that's close. This is on it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 times for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times for sure. 6 times it has knocked on this door. 6 times yesterday's bulls have defended this area. These are the bulls that are holding up this stock. Oh, 5 minutes for a new 30-minute candle. Full transparency, I am in a put. Got to get better at scalping, Dan. I want to get better at scalping. We called this out. We waited for this area. The amount of profit that you take is up to you. Whether you want to hold it, whether you want to scalp it, it is up to you. But I am holding this as a trend and not a scalp. I should have called out that call and called that as a scalp. And been more clearer and traded it as a scalp. This one I am trading not as a scalp, but as a continuation of the downtrend. Especially right now, we are red for the week. I've identified my take profit, touchdown, end zone area, 528. We've reached the 11 o'clock hour, and I thank you all for your time. I do respect everyone's time, so I thank you. For those of you who are still remaining on, I'm going to be a little patient with this as long as we hold market structure. little more liquidity building by the bulls. The bears have been able to take the market down even lower. I'm going to remain patient, guys. As I stated earlier today, I definitely want to start coming back, revisiting that 1 o'clock hour. Yesterday was all chop. I thought about getting on, but I looked at it. It was just all chop yesterday until yesterday afternoon. Straight to the money. Bullish engulfing pattern. Wow. Dang. We got to get back to the charts. This is a bullish engulfing pattern right here. Anybody see that? This right here is a bullish engulfing pattern. I messed up with that one. See what happens here. If I need to take a paper cut, I will. Come back and regroup after 1 o'clock. Take us about a 2-hour break. Then come back. Crazy. Bulls covered now. Computer's frozen a little bit here. As though my computer has frozen up on me a little bit. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and take a 2-hour break and come back. See what we can do then. Alright guys, I'm going to go ahead and end it here and come on back at 1 o'clock. So please, if you are available to tune in at 1 o'clock, please do so. As I plan to come back at 1 o'clock, I want to thank everyone for joining us this morning. And if you don't mind, hitting the like button on your way out. And look forward to seeing you guys back at 1 o'clock. Alright, thank you guys. I'll check back with you. 5, 4,